What's up, guys? I'm going to show you a few of the pickups that I picked up over the weekend. First of all, let's get to this Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVD box set, series 1 through 7, that I just sold last night. I had it up for sale for about 5 hours. I woke up in the morning and it sold for $29.99 plus £2.90 for shipping. I picked this up for about £5, I believe, so nice bit of profit still left in that sale. I picked up these Transformers Beast Machine new and sealed box set DVDs. I picked those up for £2. I have 3 of them altogether. I've seen them selling for around $7.99, $8.99. New and sealed, probably try to get $9.99 for it. Also, I picked up these Ghost in the Shell standalone complex volume 1 through 8, and I have a few of the same series in the volume, so I can sell multiple sets of the series, and they're holding their value pretty well, probably due to it being such a great manga or anime series, and due to the fact that the movie has just been released. So those are selling with the box. I don't actually have the box, I just have the DVDs. I have some more in a box, the same set. I think I'm missing series 5, so that maybe is going to affect the price a little bit, but I see it going for $29.99, so I'm probably going to shoot for around $24.99, $19.99, something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. All these DVDs right here I picked up for £20, and I have, like I say, a box more with like 3 times as much as this. So I'm gonna sort through them and get them up there for sale on eBay. So yeah, thought I would just show you guys a few of the pickups. Let's show you a few sales and let's talk eBay. Okay, what is up, guys and ladies? So first of all, what I'm gonna get to showing you is probably a few of the eBay sales of what I have gotten over the last few days. Maybe the eBay sales is a little bit boring for you guys, but I'll show you just so you can see what type of things are selling, and basically my credentials as an eBay seller. If you can see the sales, you can see that I can generate sales from eBay, and therefore you can you can listen to me to a certain degree. But anyway, as you can see right here, we're on the eBay seller dashboard, and I don't have a problem in showing you guys my dashboard. It's not the greatest sales amounts, but it's my sales and this is what I'm earning. So as you can see, for the last 21 or 31 days, it's £1,446, which is, it's not the largest amount of money, but for me it's brought in an extra income. And plus I also have my minor store that I have, the smaller store, um which pretty much went dead lately. I've not really been listing on it. I only have like 70 listings listed on it. And yeah, if we go down to the sales bracket, you'll be able to see like a few of the sales which I've been having. You can see on the July the 2nd, I made £111 for the day, which was it's not the most I've made for the day. I think the most I've made in a day is about 250. I mean, no, £350, and that was about 3, 4 months ago. Uh, but I just see that the maximum amount of money that I've been getting for the day has been rising slowly but surely throughout the last few months. I don't know why that is. Maybe eBay trusts me more because um, I've done a large amount of sales without any issues. So last 90 days is £3,466, and if you add the amount from my small store, it probably adds up to around £5,000 in the last 3 months, 90 days. So not bad. I'm pretty impressed with it, and all I can say is that it's going to increase throughout my time on eBay. So let's get to a few of the sales of what I actually got for these last few days. Um, yeah, I actually did get a neutral feedback of a seller that um, gave me he actually bought the item. Well, if we actually go in there and click on it, I can actually show you better. Uh, what they said was not a true description, but nonetheless good communication. That was actually a feedback revision because they actually did give me negative feedback for that, but I sent them a message and sent them a feedback revision request, and they downgraded it to a neutral feedback. Excuse me, guys. I need some water. I don't have any water right now. I have to get some in a minute. But yeah, he downgraded it, and that is about the third time that I've had a revision request, and I've given somebody a revision request because I felt like they've given me a negative or unfair feedback. Um, that's the thing I would suggest for you to do if you ever, somebody leaves you a negative feedback, or just try and talk it out with them and see if they can revise their feedback. And I would even go as far as to suggest, if it's not a large amount of money, suggesting, if you didn't refund them the money already, refund them their money. Maybe not before they do the feedback revision, but hint that you would be interested in refunding them their money if they could revise their feedback. And generally, when people leave you negative feedback, it's generally because maybe you didn't refund them quick enough, or you didn't refund them at all. So just offer them a refund, and most of the time they're gonna revise the feedback, and your rating won't be affected that much. But let's go ahead and jump into the sales for the last few days, and I'm going to show you what's been going on. Okay, well, as you can see, these Spider-Man costumes that I have right here, they've been selling like wildfire. I did have a size 4 to no, it was a size large, but now I ran out of those and I've only got size medium left. But I actually bought the size large thinking the size large would sell more than the size medium, but it's not selling. The medium is actually selling faster than the size large. So um, it's just a learning curve for me. But yeah, in the last 2 months, I think it's 2 months anyway, or maybe 6 weeks, I've sold 68 of those costumes, and I've already made my money back months ago for those costumes. So that is great. Everything I'm making on that is profit. Each one I sell, I'm probably making around £3 profit on. I sell them first. I'm sending them first class, £1.30, and yeah. But let's get on to the sales. So if I go into my store and I click on sold listings, there's many ways you can check on your sales, but I like to do it like this because I just find it gives you a better view of all your sales. Okay, so I've just sold this pair of Hugo Boss jeans, which I sold about 5 minutes before I came on air. Sold those for $29.99. Picked up maybe 5 pairs of Hugo Boss jeans for I think £3 each from the charity shop, which is a great bargain because I'm selling each one of them for about $29.99. And I think there was a pair that had a stain on it, which I sold for $19.99. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna really just speed through these sales. I'm not gonna spend too much time illustrating about each sale, but as you can see, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer box set, which sold for $29.99 plus £2.90 shipping. Um, this men's Ralph Lauren polo shirt sold for $14.99 in used condition, but the guy actually sent me a message maybe an hour after purchasing the shirt asking to cancel the order. He didn't give a reason, he just said he wants to cancel it. So I got no problem with that. I would just relist it and resell it because Ralph Lauren sells really quickly. Another Ralph Lauren shirt that I sold for $14.99. What I found that helps a lot when you are set listing your items is if you include the pit to pit in the listing title, that, and maybe the length. If you can't think of anything else to write in the title, just put the pit to pit and put the length, and it's more information for the buyer, and you'll probably result in a quicker sale. So I sold that $14.99, free postage and packaging. um, Nice little sale. Okay, so if we keep going down, you see a few shirts that have sold $9.99, $12.95. So you see it's the 15th. This is the 15th of July. Today is the 16th of July. So these are sales from yesterday and today. Um, the Flowering Human Consciousness, $9.99 on Spider-Man costumes. So you see everything I'm picking up. Everything is mostly name brand. I generally don't pick up any clothing items if it's not name brand. I'm just used to picking up name brand items because that's what I know how to sell. And maybe if it's like a nice polo shirt that is not name brand but it's unique, maybe it has some type of patching or something on it, maybe I might pick it up if it's like that. But this pair of Hugo Boss jeans actually had a small stain on the bottom of it, so I sold them that pair for 19.99, and I believe that pair went to Germany because I've started selling worldwide now. So I've been getting a few overseas sales, and it was just a learning curve for me. I never really sold online before overseas, so I really just had to get used to it. And I see that I'm learning the prices of how to sell overseas. So yeah, most of my listings now are worldwide. Um, yeah, so you see the bulk of my sales are in fact clothes sales. And if you've been following my channel, you would have seen this. I had a big bundle of maybe 200 or 300 gold plated men's cufflinks. They've not really been selling that well since I've definitely made my money back for them, but I've only sold around 4 sets of 8 of these cufflinks in the last 2 months, maybe 3 months. So they're not really selling like that. I'm just really trying to sell them in bundles of 8 for 12.99 and move them like that. Um, One tip that I can tell you guys though of what to look out for if you do go to the charity shops is definitely look out for cycling gear, women's running leggings, and any type of cycling gear or running leggings or athletic gear that definitely sells. And it's not only the brands like Nike and Adidas and stuff like that that sells. You really have to open your eyes to brands that sell. Like, look at this. This is a Montaigne jacket. Months ago I would have looked at this jacket and never picked it up because I don't know the brand, and I didn't know it to sell. I didn't know it was a hot selling item. But I picked one of these jackets up maybe a few months ago or maybe a month ago. I picked up 3 of them in fact, and I saw that you know I'm selling it for 24.99, but some people are selling these for 39.99, and I just really wanted to undercut the competition to sell my product quicker. And yeah, it definitely got a high reselling price on it, and definitely when you go to the charity shops, the people undervalue this because it's not a well-known brand. It's not like North Face or Nike or anything like that. So I picked these up for around £4 each, and you can resell them for around £30, more than that if you really want to wait. And another uh, um, thing that I've been selling. So as you can see right here, these running shorts, women's leggings all have a high price. And when you buy these from the charity shops, you're only gonna pay £2 for these. Like these women's dry fit leggings, 19.99, and it's a low value, a low weight item. So you can pick a whole bunch of them. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna briefly just swing down and just so you can see a few sales. We're going back into the beginning of July now. Um, so yeah, things have been pumping along pretty smoothly. So I'm gonna go get something to drink, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk more eBay. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and girls. Yeah. So what did I want to talk about? What I wanted to talk about was I've been watching. In here in the UK, I mainly watch Nick Hill's and Zahir's YouTube channels. When it comes to US eBay resellers, I watch Raking Profits because obviously, if you didn't know, he comes from my old state that I used to live in the US, Connecticut. I lived there for 12 years. Now I live here in London. So I watch Raking Profits. I watch uh, I watch a whole bunch of people in the US. But if you didn't know about another guy, eBay Kirk, he's a cool guy. He's down there in Florida. He comes out with some good content. So he's another young guy like myself who is on the eBay journey. Um, so what do I want to talk about? What I want to talk about is what Nick Hills was talking about and Zahir were talking about. It was one of them. I can't remember which one it was, but as you can see, he's in the background right here, teaching me how to get down on eBay as usual. But he basically came up with the question of what is to him eBay success, and I thought that was a good question because what is eBay success? What does success look like to you in the future? Um, I don't think he really come up with a satisfactory answer to that question because it really you really got to think about that question. I don't think people can just throw that question on you. You have to think about it and then give a good answer for that type of question. And to be fair, I didn't really give the question a whole bunch of thought, but I've just been thinking about it as I've been making my cup of coffee. And so, what is eBay success? What is success to me? Uh, the short answer is eBay success to me is having a healthy um, amount of items in my eBay shop and having all the items organized properly and organized, and shipping out and doing the eBay business, not feeling too much pressure and feeling like it's easy money that's coming in because that is the general feeling of how I get from eBay. Like the amount you can make on eBay compared to a minimum wage job working 45 hours a week, you're not going to feel as tired working on eBay as you are going to feel standing on your feet or doing whatever you're doing working that minimum wage job. So um, you should definitely go hard on eBay because if you end up messing up on eBay and then you have to go back and work in a factory 12 hours a day, you're gonna be kicking yourself because you know how much money you could have made with such less work just selling online in the comfort of your own home. So what the hell is that? Bear with me guys because something came up before and it messed me up. It was something about the whatchamacallit, the microphone not being right. Everything looks okay, so I'm just gonna continue, and hopefully, you guys can hear me. So Nick Hill's chats are coming up, all types of stuff. But yeah, everything seems okay. So what am I gonna be doing with my eBay business in the future? Hopefully I can get my listings because my listings right now are easily over 200 right now. So I already set that goal for myself, a few months ago to get my listings up to 200 or more items of good quality items. And I've already achieved that goal. So I think next really is to push myself to maybe 400 items or let's say 300 items within the next 4 weeks to a month. Um, and hopefully to buy a t-shirt printing machine. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not too sure. I have to look more into it. But I want to start up maybe, a t-shirt printing type business. I just want to mess around with it. I've been looking at a few t-shirt presses or whatever you want to call them. See, that's how much I know about the niche right now. I'm just experimenting. But I've been looking online and I've seen them going for about 150 pounds. So I'm thinking of picking one up and experimenting with a few things. So look out for those videos. I'll definitely be documenting that process. Um, Thinking about maybe messing around with the Amazon Kindle, um, eBay ebook publishing. I'm thinking about messing around with that. I did mess around with it a few years ago, but I never really continued it. But I've been watching a few videos from Project Life Mastery. I don't know if any of you guys watch his videos. He's like a personal development slash uh, life coach type guy, and teaches you how to make money online and such. And been following him for a few years actually, and he's a pretty cool guy. So go check him out on YouTube. Is Project Life Mastery. Uh, Check him out. But to really just sign off on the video, because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I know you got things to do. I know you got things to list, and you can't be watching eBay videos all day. Although when I watch a good YouTube video, you know, from Nick Hills, and it's like an hour long, I find myself getting a lot of listing done because I use these videos to kind of you know, give me enthusiasm to list and do the business that I have to do. But yeah, I've just told you guys a few of the things to look out for and a few of the ideas that I have. I've got so many ideas, guys. I'm going to share those with you, but I'm not going to share them all in this video because that will be a waste, and you're not going to watch my next video. So look out for the next video. I'm going to have a whole bunch of eBay wisdom stored up in my brain for you, and I hope if you're selling on there on eBay, I hope that you're getting plenty of sales. I hope you've got the enthusiasm to kick eBay's ass and get the money and pay off those eBay fees before they all mount up into such an incredible beast. But if you haven't, I suggest you get on that, because you don't want to end up having to work for minimum wage in some factory right now here in the UK or in the US, wherever you are. Just make sure you get the money online. It's 2017, and it's even easier to get money online. So with all that said, this is Dan Buds. Check out my videos, like the video, and if you dislike the video, at least tell me why in the comments so I can improve on my video. And check you out next time. So, Dan Buds signing off. Peace.